3 games, 30 minutes, 1 game genie cheater. This is the Manic Mega Drive with the Shnazzyone. Welcome again! This is another episode of the Manic Mega Drive. I'm the Shnazzyone. Welcome to episode 8. Alright, we got some games lined up. We're going to be cheating our way through it best we can. We've had to do a bit of a concession on one of them, but you're going to still see all the stuff you wanted to see. So, let's start off with Ex-Mutants. Ex-Mutants is published by Malibu Interactive. I don't know if anybody watching the show remembers them, but they made a terrible Contra shooter. This came out in 1992. And it is, again, just like the last Malibu Interactive game, tied to an obscure Malibu Comics thing called Ex-Mutants. Let's get into it. Alright, so, besides the title being an obvious knockoff of X-Men, they flipped the script a little, set it in the future, post-apocalyptic. The plot makes no fucking sense to me. I've tried to go over it, I'm like, what? Wait till we get to this guy, because, you know, radiation, strange viruses, everything sucks, it's the future! So, here's Professor Kildare, the cyborg scientist. He's the guy who tells you where to go next. He's like your general, whatever, so his mission is to reclaim mankind's lost genetic heritage. In my quest, I have traveled great distances to locate and test subjects who could survive the ordeal of being transformed back into humans. So I guess everyone's mutants, and he's a scientist who makes people. I found 6, 3 male, 3 female, all young, strong, courageous, and intelligent. Good for you, cyborg scientist, looks fucking terrifying. All 3 were perfect for my experiment, so you're ethical. After repairing my underground lab, I began the regeneration process that created the Ex-Mutants. Genesis nudity, kinda, almost. I think I could make out a little bit of bush there somewhere. So we have Aykroyd, Shannon, Dylan, Tanya, Bud. You actually only get to play as Shannon and Aykroyd, so we're gonna get into this. Blah, 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 blah. Let's play this game. We're gonna see how this story starts out first. Let's play a little of Shaggy. Before we get much further, let's pop on the cheats, because there's only one Game Genie cheat you need for this game. That's the energy cheat. Take a look. Gonna be gone soon. It is now up to you to save the team. Be extremely cautious. The only reason the team is still alive is to lure you into one of Sluggo's many traps, and we're going to assume Sluggo must be the bad guy. Bud is being held captive somewhere in the caves in Steel Mountain. However, you have to work your way through the operation. So, here's kind of the gameplay. Starts out, you can pick up little things. Yeah, there's a good set of things you can pick up. This is compared to that freaking Dinosaurs for Hire game, this is programming gaming genius. Because it actually freaking works. Though it's one of those, there's a map to go through. Each level is also disappointingly short. You can rip through them in like, you could probably get through this entire game in about an hour or so, maybe 2. Though it's not that great. It's at least more or less entertaining. But you know, if you just want to see the end, well, we got you set up. Because, check this out. It's one of those Genesis games with some cheats in it. Pop this open. I got everything lined up here. So, the way you set it all up is you put the music to 5. You put the sound effects to 21. Let's hold down A, B, C. All the Genesis buttons as you hit start. There we go. And you get a level select. There's a couple cheats. They did this in a way that actually keeps the challenge a little bit, because you can only choose one of these things. And thankfully, because I have Genesis cheats, it doesn't matter, because I'm still cheating like crazy, but, you know, we could, yeah, that's how you get through any part you want to. Let's jump and take a look at the boss on level 3 real quick. I like Shannon, because she's hot. It is now up to you to save the team. Be extremely cautious. The only reason the team is still alive is to lure you in. Oh god. They basically have the same opening, even though you're doing the cheat and you're further in. I guess the game gets confused. So, here's the first boss. We're gonna speed this up. Oh, blows up, there we go. And he disappears through the floor. Thank God you made it. I thought I'd be holed up in this place forever. I can't wait to get my blades on that slimy no good. Easy, Tanya. I need you to bring these power cells back to the lab. Besides, you're in no shape to fight Sluggo. Need some first aid. Kildare and Bud will fix you all. Come alone and sure shall. Oh well, I guess it could be worse. I could be stuck with Bud alone. By the way, if you go with Bud, they have a little back and forth. Apparently, everyone wants to fuck everyone on this superhero team. Is what I gathered by following this story. Everybody wants to fuck. Who knows? Let's jump around. I believe I saved a boss battle here. Because it has a really, really awkward scene. So, let's beat this guy up. Speed it up! Blue, it's like the Hulk and Frankenstein had a baby or something. I don't know. None of this shit makes any fucking sense. Oh, look at that! The gore and shit. Let's see the plot of this one. About time, leave it to a girl to be late. Speaking of late, it's getting kind of late. Why don't we bunk together tonight? I'll protect you. We can go out to that uptight green dirtbag in the morning. Take it easy, bud. You're hurt. In the shape you're in, you're committing suicide if you went any further. Damn, she must fuck like an angry bitch. You're going back to the lab. You could use some first aid. Cold shower wouldn't hurt either. Besides, Kildare needs these power cells for the lab. Okay, I'll go. How can I resist those big brown beautiful eyes of yours before I leave? Tell me. Let me tell you what I overheard from Sluggo's gruesome. His full name's Sluggo Gruesomes? Alright. Is he talking? Ah, whatever. But yeah, then they tell you about the next level. Fuck it. Fuck it. Time to go to the last boss, because we're already a little over on this one. Gonna use our nice little cheat here. Might as well beat this son of a bitch up. I'm gonna play as the hottie again, just because I wanna. It's now up to you to save the team. Be extremely cautious. The only reason the team is still alive is to lure you in. Fuck, he always does this. Shut up. Look at him. What a pathetic final fucking boss. This is him. This is it. What the fuck? What's the point of the bow tie? Put on some pants, maybe, dude. Oh, God. Pathetic. Pathetic. Yeah. So. All the bosses are a little lame in this. I guess the gameplay, you know, this is about as passable as any of the 3 games I'm going to cover are going to get. Oh, look at all that gore. Oh. That's it. That's the end of the game. You done it! We killed Sluggo! Well, see, all Kildare's training wasn't wasted. Things would be a lot quieter around here now. Come on, let's go back to our horrible, destroyed, post-apocalyptic world and celebrate. Congratulations! You rescued the team, destroyed Sluggo, and found enough power cells to keep the lab running for years. I didn't even know that was part of my job, but Okay, now no more innocents will die because Sluggo's empire will collapse on itself without him. Finally be able to carry out my work, reclaiming humanity. You have done well. You know, I can't tell if anybody's actually Kildare and his Ex-Mutants might have won this battle, but not the war. They didn't get me, and it'll regret it. We'll be back to avenge the death of my master. So I wonder if this game fits into the canon at all, because I'm assuming it doesn't. I don't even know if there's any chronology going on with this. Another one of those Malibu interactive comics that, you know, you bring it up today and everyone's like, what? Moving forward, we gotta move to another game, because we got more games to go. Next up is the game that gave me easily the most trouble out of all the games. And that is Exo Squad. Now, let's learn a little bit about Exo Squad. Exo Squad was developed by a company called Appaloosa Interactive, at one point called Nova Trade International. It's to promote a cartoon that was an utter failure. I don't even know. I know I don't remember it, so that says, and I don't think anyone else will either. It was basically came out because anime was becoming popular at the time, and Western people were trying to cash in on this. So, I mean, this game's fucking bad. This game's fucking terrible. Here's the worst part. It's developed by the same people who made frickin' Eco the Dolphin. They made Eco the Dolphin, one of the really, really awesome, incredible Genesis games that was just very unique. And yet they made this flaming pile of shit. Playmates. They also made another game that was good. It was like everybody was just like, we're not even gonna fucking try. Basically, it's got 3 gameplay types based on the character you're playing as in the storyline. By the way, it's really up its own ass with its story. I swear I think he says booyah. This game is so lazy. They put in a code so that you could just enter it in, and then you sit back and you watch the entirety of the game. For an hour and a half. There's a code to sit there and watch the game play itself, because it knows it sucks so bad, you probably don't want to play it. They're hoping you give a shit about the plot. That's how fucking bad this game is. Let's get into it here so you can see just how incredible this plotline is that they want you to sit through for an hour and a half. Unknown to many, mankind was almost destroyed by the Neo-Sapiens 2 years before the Neo-Sapien Wars even started. This is that story. 2118 Earth. Through the use of advanced technology, mankind has created a highly intelligent, physically superior life form called the Neo-Sapien. Unfortunately, man forced the Neo-Sapiens to live a life of oppression and forced labor. By the way, 90% of that is this shit. Cutaways, one single non-moving image, and words. Words. So, human spies have warned the Terrans on the homeworld of possible Neo-Sapien unrest. Ooh, whoa. So, those 3 guys are the Exo Squad. I don't know who this blue-headed fucker is, but due to the unrest in the Mars Neo-Sapien population, the first ever tri-planetary summit was held. Representatives from both species are meeting in an attempt to resolve their differences and sign a peace treaty. By the way, we're gonna go through this whole fucking open. It's gonna fucking suck. I'm hoping to go from the fucking open to a short thing of the final level, and then we're gonna go straight to the ending. I couldn't even get to it, because this game is just a piece of shit, and it's so hard, it's ridiculous. But, oh my gosh, they have an illegal time jump. Come over at the time, police! Someone has jumped approximately 70 years into the past, but we don't know their exact location. You know the exact time they went, but you don't know where they went. Alright. Lieutenant Marshall was ordered to locate the violators and evaluate their intentions. Looks like he's tripping. GT Marsh, age 28. 187 centimeters, hobby fighting. His hobby's fighting. He just punches people as his hobby. Oh, I guess you got the right job. Do what you love, right? Hey, Wolf, Marsh is looking for you. It's urgent. Enjoying my burger right now. Wolf Bronsky, age 32, height 1 whatever, who cares? Hobby eating. These hobbies are fucking terrible. Heavy weapons, a clumsy show-off. Rita Torres, age unknown, because she's a girl and she won't tell us. We don't know what her hobbies are, but she's exceptional hand-to-hand fighter. She seems like the person who's the most well-rounded out of all of them. Okay, team, this mission is going to be tough. You all know the dangers. I'm already in my suit. I don't give a fuck. What are we doing? Okay. No one has dared to violate these time laws for 50 years. Who would have done this? Who really cares? I don't know. We're supposed to find out. I don't think you're gonna find anyone who cares, dude. Going back in time. So I'm glad that they set the time frame so that it's far enough in the future so even today they're not going back to our time to deal with things. We can all only hope that by 2045 all information of this ever existing is gone forever. 73 years to the past. Looks exactly like the same place, only reversed. Let's split up and explore the area separately. But be careful, I have a bad feeling about this place. Something feels wrong here. You'd better stay here and guard the time machine. Fuck it, we're playing this game. I seriously have lost all patience for this shit. There is no game genies for this. This is it. There's kind of like about 3 different mini games. There's a shooter segment, there's a fighting segment, and then there's like sort of a terrible fucking platforming segment. Jesus Christ. Just let me play, you piece of shit game. Yeah, here's the controls of this terrible fucking shooter that will make you nauseous and doesn't make a fucking lick of sense. Look at this shit. You sit here and do this forever. Even the movie knows that you can't handle this too long. They stop everything kind of a little bit early. You're not gonna play through the whole fucking thing because no one wants to look at this. Looks like shit. Plays like fucking shit. This is just one of the frickin' levels here, and it sucks. So we're gonna go straight into it because we gotta get to the end of this fast. So I'm just gonna show you something interesting here. The last levels, this is the platforming segment right here. As you can see, just sort of, there's really, you move forward, that's it. You shoot, you can hold down, get a charge shot. I found it interesting, there's one type of enemy. I was trying to get about a cluster every single time I killed one of these guys, I just started pushing them along the floor. And that was fucking it. And then the game got ridiculously hard. How hard? Well, he blows up when you get to the first stage. This guy shows up once, and then he shows up a second time. Pretty much he's not that hard. It's all just figuring out where you go. But we're going to jump over to the video from here so I can show you guys the part that is fucking hard. It gets to this point. I was like what I call freeze crawling, where you go a little bit. Everything's like sort of triggered by where you are, so the second you hit a point, that's when the guy's gonna show up. And then I got to this part. Watching all these fucking missiles I was supposed to get through. No amount of freeze crawling's gonna fucking get me past this shit. Jesus fucking Christ. They expect you to go through all this fucking shit. Well, let's see what the ending's like. We're not gonna sit through the whole fucking ending. We're gonna fucking make it as fast as possible here. Then you encounter the exact same fucking guy. Exact same fucking guy. I was hoping he'd be upgraded or something. He doesn't have a different moveset. He does the same kind of shit. And this time around, it's just, you know, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. This is the final battle. This is the most boring shit you'll ever see in your life. There he goes. Blew him up. Hey guys, I kept my promise. I showed you the final boss, right? So here's the part that pisses me off. Well, this doesn't, because this makes no fucking sense. It's absolutely ridiculous. I've got the anti-serum. Apparently this thing can't even handle that information, so it just fucking explodes. What the fuck is the anti-serum? What did it have to do with time travel? Why did they go back 70 years? What the fuck was that ball? I don't know. None of it makes any fucking sense. Let's get her in the time machine, then go home. No one wants to fucking be here anymore. We're sick of this shit. Our heroes made it back safely to their own time. This game's so fucking bad. Then know what did they do? You beat the game only to have them reuse everything from the first fucking video in order to freaking tell you how it ended. It's the most fucking awful shit. None of it makes any sense, and it's a complex fucking plot that makes no fucking sense to me. There were genetically altered perfect humans, but then there was a team of people to keep them down? Seems like a little bit of racism, if you ask me. Seems like the Exo Squad is all about fucking persecuting the poor perfect humans. Governor General Fantion. Video phone. Sir, our secret and project experiments have been successful. Excellent, Professor. Ooh. So, maybe they're perfect for fighting? I don't know. These things are pretty fucking scary, and I guess the ending is, you didn't solve shit. You did nothing of importance. And we are not defeated yet. Watch the show to see how it continues! Or don't, cause you shouldn't, cause it probably fucking sucked and I'm never fucking covering this shit again. The end. Done. We are done here. Moving on to the next fucking game. This is the biggest stinker of them all. This is Fire Mustang. This one's a little interesting because the history's a little strange. It started off as USAAF Mustang. It was a side-scrolling shooter over in Japan, an arcade game. That I don't know why the fuck people enjoyed it enough so they felt it necessary to port this fucking piece of shit. By the way, it's developed by Taito, who normally makes good shit. This time, though, there's the exception. By the way, it was published in 1991, Japan only. That's right. This never came to the States. And I don't even understand how it came to Japan. The whole plot is you're an American soldier in World War II going through things that I was really thrown off by the historical inaccuracies here. I started looking up the dates. Oh my god. You only need one sheet for this one too, by the way. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, you might need a couple. I actually had to turn them off. Let's take a look at what we got here. All you really need is Invincible. You want to actually turn off Invincible. Because if you turn on Invincible, you can't pick up any power-ups. That's a bummer, but really all you need is the fucking bombs. Because the bombs will destroy everything. Everything. So, let's show you a little bit of the gameplay. This is basically a progression through pretty much very basic side-scrolling shooter levels. I'm guessing that at the time these graphics were considered impressive, and that's why people enjoyed it, if people ever enjoyed it. One thing I found absolutely disappointing is A, The length of this is the length of an arcade game. In other words, the whole game can be beaten in probably about 20 to 30 minutes. Other gripe. Every fucking boss is fucking bullshit. Oh yeah, check out these bombs. You really don't need anything else. Even though it's like a ball, it creates a line that basically destroys everything on the screen, including projectiles. So that made it fairly easy for me to pretty much play all the way through this game. And we're gonna actually get through the first level here in just like a matter of seconds. And basically, yeah, this is one of the few games I've been cheating on that I actually started playing because it's so fucking simple. You know, this isn't even a challenging game. This is a game that I'm sure if it came to America, people bought it, they would be pissed. So pretty much every boss is the same fucking thing. It's a big fucking plane. Every single fucking boss is just a big plane. Later they switch it up with multiple planes with one of a different color that aren't as big. But basically it's just planes. One thing I love about shooters is the artwork that usually goes into these things. You know, another thing to point out is I am killing pretty much non-stop, mostly Japanese. And it's a Japan-only game. Kinda like, maybe that's why the Japanese don't have such good self-esteem. They're making games where basically they are the bad guys. I don't know. I was really hoping this would end with me bombing Hiroshima, but it did not. By the way, let's just jump over to the end. Damn, this is going to be a quick game. So, let's see if this is the one I meant to go to. Yeah, because this has fucking awful music. This music's a fucking atrocity. This is the antithesis of why Genesis music is so looked down upon. Those are sounds that no one could find appealing. This is a game where I kept going, every time a level ended I just said, that's it? That's it? It's this fucking easy. I swear to God, in the next few minutes, we're actually going to see the end. And I'm not even going to use any save states or anything. This is actually the second level back. This is the second to last level. There's probably only 6 levels in this entire game. It is just atrocious. Oh, we got a boss. We got a boss. So, pretty much, at some point, they just start throwing a lot of medium-sized planes at you. And that's the boss fight? This is the laziest shit I've ever seen in my life. They probably only have a grand total of 15 or 16 sprites in this entire game, with a few color swap patterns. So, look at this is what I'm talking about. Later, it just becomes more of the same planes, but one of them is a different color. And once you beat the one of a different color, that's it. That's it. So, I mean, I was checking out these dates. Yeah, nothing happened on any of those fucking dates ever. So if they were trying to go for any they failed on every front in this game. They failed at making a fucking side-scrolling shooter, where all they really needed to do was pop in interesting weapons, and interesting artwork, and you've got a good shooter. Give it a little bit of difficulty, that's it. So, final boss in this game is just a plane that is quite plainly very Japanese. It is big. That is the biggest plane in the game. And it's dead. And that is the end of the fucking game. That's the end of the fucking game! Imagine back then! Games were like 60, 70 bucks! And you just beat it in like 20 minutes! Even without cheats, it's not that difficult! This is a piece of fucking shit! It is the highest level of piece of shit! I'd almost put it above Exo Squad, but Exo Squad's really biting for that biggest piece of shit position. This game, I would be angry if I ever fucking bought. And I'm happy it never fucking made it over the pond. It's never fucking deserved it. I assume there's storyline I'm missing here. Not that it even fucking mattered, because at no point is this ever historically accurate in any way. I'm not even sure if any of those dates even fucking matter. Let's run through the historical inaccuracies that Wikipedia has been keeping track of for me. So, the first mission takes place in 1940 near Spain. But Spain was a neutral country and never joined the Axis, and the United States had not joined World War II in December 1941. Okay, so there's the first thing. That doesn't make any fucking sense. The final enemy on the second stage is a Japanese cruise missile submarine. Neither the Imperial Japanese Navy nor any other natives besides the experiments done in the Germans and U-boats had by then that kind of vessel. So pretty much they're using weapons they never had. Of course, I'm shooting a giant ball that explodes everything. Let that go on. P-51 Mustangs weren't even available in the time frame where some of these levels take place. So you're flying a plane that didn't fucking exist! God damn it! And the Japanese Shindan featuring the enemies in the second page, which are just two prototypes that never even went into war. Okay, and the most obvious, most inexcusable inaccuracy includes the Vulcan and the Forcer weapons, as well as the enemy ground forces used in homing attacks, most of which were used for the sake of arcade game challenge and presentations. So pretty much, if you were looking for a good World War II shooter, don't fucking get Fire Mustang. And don't go to the arcades and play USAAF Mustang. Fucking awful. Well, that was another episode of the Manic Mega Drive. Hope you folks fucking enjoyed it. It was a good time to be had by all. I finally nailed another one out. Let's hope I can get a little more regular, seeing as life is slowly starting to get less fucking hectic. Alright, hope you guys had a good time. See you next time. Thanks for watching.